Okay, we are live and welcome each and everyone for this session. Rogers Mukalere, the lead for WordPress Ginger Meetup. I want to appreciate each and everyone who has joined us right now for our monthly WordPress Meetup. I'm coming to you live from Innovation Village here in Ginger, and let us have a few introductions from the members who are on the call. You tell us where you're joining from and whether you have used WordPress before. Then from there, we are going to be looking at our topic for today. And we are going to be looking at WordPress, utilizing and contributing WordPress teaching and learning resources through the Learn WordPress platform. So let me start with the co-hosts, Mr. Dumba Steven, Mr. Moses, Mr. Cassidy Arthur, in that order. Just say a simple greeting and then we shall be able to proceed.
Okay, hi Rogers, hi everyone. I am Dumba Steven and I've logged in from Nabingo, a WordPress user for 4 years now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Dumba. Let us have the next, Mr. Sevuku.
Thank you, Rogers. I'm Sevuku Moses, the WordPress Meet lead, Masaka, streaming live from Masaka.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Cassidy.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be here. My name is Cassidy Arthur, and I'm the meetup lead in Entebbe. I'm listening in from Entebbe. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so let me hear from, there is Million Max. I'm giving around 5 people. Briefly, Million Max, Muzahura Abdul. What you do, you just unmute yourself and then you say, yes, Million?
Good evening, everyone. Actually, it's my first time to attend this meeting. I'm called Milan Max Okiring. I've used WordPress from 2019 up to now. I'm catching you live from Kampala.
Okay, thank you. Muzahura?
So good evening, everyone. This is Mzaura Abdul from Chotera. That's at high school.
Okay. Norbert? Rita?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is Rita from Kakuto. It's my first time, so I'm glad to be here with you today.
Okay, thank you. Segirinya Steven. And finally, Vian. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, hello.
Good afternoon, members.
Good afternoon.
I'm Steven Segirinya from Masaka.
Okay. Thank you very much, members. Other members will have a chance to speak along the way and also as we shall be concluding. So at this time, I want to thank you. I'm also here at Innovation Village. I have some members here who are physically here at the venue. We shall be sharing later on about what we are having here. So let me start by sharing about this. So for the new members and other members who used WordPress before, so WordPress has a website, WordPress.org. So when you open WordPress.org, you will find a website like this one. It has, it is the website for WordPress.org. So this WordPress.org is a software. And this software here, if you click on Get WordPress button, it will show you that you can download the software and use it to create simple, intuitive, extendable. It is free. You can use it to create websites. And it is the most, right now they don't show the statistics. I don't know the current usage of WordPress, but last time I tracked, it was in over 40%. So it is a very common software. Now, this software is open source. This software is open source, meaning that it is free and people contribute to it. Different people contribute to it in different ways. So this WordPress software, it has a section where you can, there's what you call Make WordPress. Make WordPress. Make WordPress is a section where you can contribute to WordPress. And it says whether you are a budding developer, a designer, or just like helping out, there are always ways of looking for people to make WordPress even better. So it is a software for the good of everyone. It is free. Many people use it to make websites. If your first time, you can also learn how to develop websites. But there are people who are developing this software every time. They keep releasing new versions. And you can be part of that. Through coding, if you are good at coding, you can join the core team, design. There are several teams in here, polygons. I know one of our colleagues, Mr. Cassidy, is very key here under polygons. Support. The software requires people who can help others. There is community. That's where the meetups are. Or you can organize a meetup, like we have had Mr. Sebu from Masaka is building the community there. Mr. Cassidy from Entebbe is building the community there. So community. Now, one of the other departments that we are looking at today is training. This training department helps to ensure that we have tutorials and content that we can use for teaching people. For example, when you have a meetup, or if you're a teacher and you want to teach your learners about this WordPress software, you need training content. So we have a lot of people who create content on YouTube, tutorials, but WordPress decided to come up with a project, make sure that learning lesson plans for instructors to use in live environments via learn.wordpress.org platform. If you enjoy teaching people how to use and build stuff, immediately stop what you're doing and join the team. So the team keeps meeting. So we have very many teams here, hosting photos. I know Mr. Domba is one of the people here under the photo directory. They contribute. We have the open verse. There are many ways of how you can contribute to WordPress. You may not have started a meetup in your area, but when you are contributing through different angles. Now, being a teacher, I got interested in the Learn WordPress platform, and they said, okay, how can I contribute here? So when you go to learnwordpress.org, learnwordpress.org, you will find this kind of platform. So one, learnwordpress.org, this is one of the ways how you can get involved with the WordPress project to contribute content. And one, you could be able to just go there to utilize content. If you are a meetup lead or a teacher or a learner, you may want to go there to get content. And yet he's saying that whether you are a first-time blogger or a seasoned developer, there is always more to learn from the WordPress community, members all over the world. There are vast resources which will help you to learn more about WordPress and share it with others. So they have organized in such a way that there are tutorials and there are also lesson plans. These are the main two categories of the content which is there. And then you can find some latest. We also have courses, complete courses. So you can prepare a tutorial as well. You can use, for example, free tools to prepare a tutorial, and then you share. We also have workshops. You can join any of the workshops. Workshops are online. Most of them are online. You join them, and then you can learn from the workshops, or you can apply to facilitate an online workshop. So for me, instead of this meetup, I would actually also just request on this WordPress global platform, and I say I have a topic, a good topic, which I want to facilitate. You suggest your topic, and then they will schedule a Zoom meeting, and they invite all their WordPress community globally, and you join as a facilitator. That can also give you benefits because there will be many people who will be able to hear from your resources. So you can be able to access. Let me first click on this part of online workshops, because I think this is a very simplest way of contributing to this particular repository. So you realize that there's a calendar here. There is a workshop which is going to be happening on this date at 4 a.m. on Wednesday. Today is what? So you find some of these workshops here using blocker themes. You can find several workshops here. You click on any, and then you can be able to join. For example, there is this one, how to create a video tutorial about WordPress using free software. There are some free softwares like, for me, when I'm recording videos, I use things like screen recorders and others. So this was a topic, how to create a video tutorial. So there are very many topics here. You can suggest a topic, and then you can also apply to facilitate this here. Want to know about and how they work? So if you already, so you can apply to facilitate actually. You can just fill in your name, your username, your profile, and then you specify the category of people whom you want to target, whether you want to target developers, publishers, and then you want to facilitate a topic. You don't have to wait for a WordCamp in order to speak. You can apply, and these things can open you up. Some of us have got a lot of benefits through teaching online. You will get friends from Nigeria, from everywhere, and people will know that, hey, this guy is in Uganda. So you can be able to access these online workshops. That's one of the things. I talked about the tutorials as well. A tutorial can be a good tutorial about anything to do with WordPress and the entire ecosystem. So we also have tutorials. Like for example, there is this one using WordPress REST API by Jonathan Bosenga. This guy is the one who has contributed to this particular tutorial. And when you click on it, you can see the details about it and many other tutorials down here. So you can also even select a topic and browse. Okay, I want to learn about e-commerce and I want it to be in English. We can also contribute content in Luganda. Team Polygons, you can. I saw my friend Mr. Dumba creating videos about Microsoft Word in Luganda. You can make a video about WordPress in Luganda, because this is a tool that is being used to empower the entire world. And so we should do, if we have tutorials in Chinese, you can put their video, you can be the first to put their videos there. So I can select about e-commerce and then I say apply filters. So it is going to get for me tutorials about WooCommerce. So you can see here, there's only one tutorial here. This project is very roughly new. So you can organize a good lesson and then you, first of all here, we can just access the tutorial and utilize it. Some of us want to speak at WordCamps or at meetups, or we want to teach our learners and we don't know what to talk about, you can come to WordPress platform, get a topic, watch it, understand it, and then be able to. The material here is free to use. Okay, so my internet is a bit, so I was telling you about tutorials, online workshops. Now we also have what called courses. I'm quickly passing through this, various content formats. So we have an entire course. If you want, now like you see this one here, I saw my colleague, my friend Lawrence from WordPress Kampala. He was he normally does some series of tutorials on his channel. So you can have a topic and say, I'm going to break this into topics. Introduction to block development, build your first custom block, and you organize lessons, and then you put it here on the platform. So these ones here, free on this WordPress, whatever, they are free. But of course, this is one way how you can expose yourself to the world. And then from there, you can get the confidence to do a paid course later on that you can put on Udemy or everywhere, anywhere, like our friend Hamza. Yeah, so we can have complete courses and then people can follow through those courses. And this could be very good for us so for these ones, there are, of course, there are various formats of how these things are organized. Now, we also have what we call lesson plans. Lesson plans, teachers always have, they are the ones who understand this thing called lesson plans most. So you can be able to have lesson plans. These lesson plans can be used in planning your lesson, and they are categorized in several categories here. There is general, extending WordPress, plugin development, site management, speaking at events. There are very many. For example, if I click at speaking at events, I can be able to click there, and then I'll be able to see the lesson plans which are here. Now, some of them are not in English. For example, there is this one, speaker training workshop. So this one here is, for example, I want to train, to teach, to talk to people about speaking and finding a topic. Mr. Kasiria here gave us a challenge recently to submit a topic for WordCamp Entebbe. And some of us didn't know exactly, and we didn't have the confidence to get a good topic to speak about. So there is a lesson plan here from, and there are a number of things that are involved here. For example, if Mr. Kasiria is to have a training with the speakers of WordCamp Entebbe, he can use this lesson plan to plan his event. And one thing I want to tell you is that there are also slides. There are also slides. For example, I want to speak at, let me first go back to these lesson plans. I want to speak about something. Mr. Kasiria said, WordCamp Entebbe, submit a talk. And right now, I received an email yesterday, they are saying, submit your slides. So I would come here to the lesson plans and I search, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about security. I've seen this in the WordPress WhatsApp group today. People were complaining about viruses. So I can come here and I want to get my topic now for WordCamp Entebbe. And my friend normally talks about this. My friend, he normally talks about installing WordPress. So I can get this as my lesson plan, and then I can check through it, and then I see even the assets that have been provided. So sometimes they are slides, sometimes they are not there. So you find that there is really a lot of content here, and introduction to CSS. I saw Mr. Dumba taking the ICT Teacher session through introduction to CSS series, where he invited one of the speakers. So you could find that you have a lot of, there's a lesson plan here on how you can deliver that particular lesson and how you can introduce people to CSS. So these are very good resources that you can use in meetups. I can organize the next week. I'm here actually with the students from Makerere University Jinja campus. Let me first show you the people here. Okay. So these are some of the people who are here physically. I hope you can be able to see them. Okay, so these are some of our members here. So if I want to teach them about CSS, you can say hi to the members. Yes, several members. You say hi to them. Hey, so these ones are the hi. So we are here at the village, and these are some of the members here who have joined us. It's a virtual meetup, but also it's blended. We have physical and also we have online members. Okay. So I was saying, so I will give you people a chance to speak later. Are we there? Yeah. So our meeting today, we are talking about the WordPress project, and we are looking at, this is a software. Every software needs to be taught. If you start a software and you have users, people don't know the software. So WordPress has leveraged the community, and it is wanting us to contribute the way we can. We could contribute through contributing to the code if we know the coding, but also we could contribute by teaching other people how to code. So CSS is one of the things these people study. So for if you know CSS, you can create a good lesson plan and then you put it there. So there is really a lot, and so we no longer have an excuse for people to say that they don't know how to use WordPress. There is really a lot of resources here, and also the teachers, you can create content, whether a lesson plan, whether slides, whether a tutorial, and then you put it there on the platform, and then people can be able to access. And then you also put the quiz and all these other content. So members, I want to first now tell you. So this one here was about the various content types that are there: tutorials, online workshops, courses, lesson plans. Then finally, there is contribute. So you can, as you can see, our meeting is utilize and contribute. Utilize and contribute. So utilizing means go there, get a lesson plan, get a tutorial, get a course, do and learn. WordPress is having a lot of lessons and all these things created by people. But if you have learned, you also have the power to contribute. You also have the power to contribute. One, how do you contribute? So you can contribute, one, by joining what you call the training team. The training team. So for me, I joined the training team. There's WordPress uses a platform called Slack. And for you to be able to coordinate with the training team, it's better that you join Slack. There's a time we talked about Slack. So you need to know how to sign in to Slack, and then you'll be able to join the team that is there. Okay, so that is one thing that you need to do. So for me here, I have, when you are joining this Slack, they will tell you, let me try to sign in with Google, and I see. So you can select your Google account, and then you try to join the Slack channel, but they will also give you, okay, so this one, they'll tell you, this email doesn't have an account on this workspace. So on this platform of WordPress, they don't allow these normal emails. They ask you to create an email. If you want to join in, let me see how they join in. Let me first click here, sign in with the password. So we are looking at how do you contribute really to this platform. So you'll go on the domain which is having wordpress.slacker.com, and then you'll put in your email address, and then you'll be able to sign in. Yeah, but there is an email which they are going to give you. So this is how they will give you. There's an email. So if you are totally new, when you go to this WordPress.com, WordPress.slack.com, this is a gateway. Everyone who is wanting to contribute to WordPress, you need to use Slack. Slack is the official app that they use to coordinate people. So they will give you, if you are totally new, you will be able to create your account. So they will give you an email like this. So for me, I have mrogers@church.wordpress.org. Then password. Do I remember my password? I don't think I remember my password. Let me see if I remember my password. If I don't remember, they are going to give me a magic link. Okay, my password has refused here. Okay, let me just do like this. These are some of the challenges we normally get. Get help signing in. Okay, so I'm going to put in my email address, and then from there, they'll tell me to tap the login and we will send email. So they are going to send me an email, which I'm going to use to access my what? My account. Okay, so let me check my email here. So this is something that you can do, and then you can be able to access the platform. Yeah, so okay, so this is the email which has come. It is having they have sent me an email and they are saying you requested you sign in. So I will click on the sign in button, and then I'll be into the launching Making WordPress. Okay, so Making WordPress is the project. WordPress is a software made by everyone for everyone. It is not made by just a company or what. It is made, of course, there's a company that moderates it, but it is made by everyone, and they ask you to contribute. So when you log into Slack, you'll be able to see several teams. So we have all these teams. So there is training, there is hosting. These ones are various teams through which you can join. So when you join the training team here, you'll see what people are doing. Different people, they keep updating themselves. Like this one says, I'm sharing, promoting this. So this one has worked on some samples, and others can be able to contribute to it. If there is any online workshop, they share the link through the training team. So I can just come here and I say, hello, hello here. So you can be able to post, actually even in this meetup. So I can be able to say, let me just do this and I show you. So we are having a YouTube channel for WordPress community. And this particular session is streaming there. So WordPress community. Okay, so Uganda. In case you are totally new and you don't know about these meetings and everything, you can go to YouTube and you'll see the various meetups that we have been having. So our current meetup is here. It is streaming live. So I'm going to tell these guys in the training team, we are having a meetup on contributing and utilizing and contributing. And contributing resources. Okay. Resources on the Learn WordPress platform. Okay, so this is the, okay. Follow live. So that is, so I've posted there. So these guys are going to say, okay, thank you and all that. So you can feel free to share. So I've posted there. And when you do this, when you make contributions to the community here, you will see WordPress will be able to put on your profile that you are actually part of the training team. For example, if I go to my profile, I have a profile here on WordPress.org. They will put down here and they say, Mukale Rogers contributes 2 hours per week to the following teams: community, hosting, and training. And then they will also put there the badges and other things that I'm doing. So whenever you do something in WordPress, they put there the badge, and soon they are going to put for me the badge also down here if I publish any content on the Learn WordPress from the training team. So that is basically what we are doing. So I was saying, let me follow back. So we were looking at contribute on Learn WordPress. How do you contribute to Learn WordPress? And when I said, join the Slack, that's what they are saying here. Join the training channel and the training team for news on the working group specific meeting. So in that Slack, which I have just gone there and posted an announcement, I'll have joined and I can coordinate. 2, facilitate or co-host an online workshop. You can be able to go to the online workshops and apply to become a facilitator so that you can be able to. Then 3, you can create a tutorial. There is actually a tutorial about creating tutorials. So you can follow that and then you submit your tutorial present application. Tutorial present application is telling them that I have a new tutorial I've done about Gutenberg. So you fill in your details here and then you submit your tutorial and they will feature it there. Then finally, there is contribute courses. If you want to create an entire course, there is also guidance about that. Contribute lesson plans. You can plan a lesson and put it there. And then finally, so those are some of the ways of how you can contribute content and also utilize content onto this platform. Now, this was the topic for today. I want to hear from members a bit on what you think about this. How do you contribute to WordPress? Are you just, have you tried to contribute to WordPress? Do you think you can utilize, can you utilize this particular platform? So as we wrap up, we shall be wrapping up within the next 20 minutes. Yeah, I want to give a chance for any questions or any comments, and then we shall be having closing remarks and announcements. By 5, we should be through with our meeting. Okay, so if you want to say something now, you can be able to put up your hand, or you can be able to unmute, and then you say something regarding the presentation here. What is the key thing that you have really got out from here, or if you have any questions so far? Okay, so okay, maybe.
Yes, hello?
Yes, Moses.
Yeah, thanks, Rogers, for the presentation and all the members for attending. I have visited this Learn WordPress and trying to navigate it deep, but there are some challenges I'm facing. Now, when it comes to contribution, well, Arthur is live.
Moses, you can put on your video if it's okay. This
okay.
All
right. Okay, I'm saying when it comes to contribution, I'm facing challenges. When I try to translate, I don't know why my suggestions spend a lot in the queue. Arthur, one of the people who was supposed to maybe approve live and help me in that. Then when I got back to this learn WordPress, I identified that there are a number of limitations, including the limited topics so far that are available, and the topics in the native languages, like in Uganda, as you have just said recently. So I haven't seen any tutorial or lesson plan in Uganda. Another thing is I noted down these points just a moment. Another thing I've seen, the platform is lacking a number of interactive elements. So I think if we suggest to add more interactive elements such as the quizzes, polls, and interactive tutorials can help users engage with the content in a more dynamic and interactive way. So far, maybe another thing I suggest that can be added there are the case studies, like adding the real world case studies that demonstrate how other WordPress users have solved these specific problems. So far, that's what I have identified, and I hope people here and out there who will watch this video and listen to it can provide the suggestions to improve the current offerings. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let us get more reactions. So he's raising something on the platform. He wants it to be very, very, very interactive, and he thinks maybe it is not very exciting yet. And also he talked about other ways of contributing. I don't know, Asa, you could tell him why you take long to approve the suggestions on the Polyglot side. And then we also look more. You can switch on your video. The people here are looking at you on the big screen. So
okay. Well, can you see me?
Yes.
Thank you everyone for this presentation and the time. Well, Moses, thank you for your translations. And I hope everyone can see me and hear me, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Moses, thank you for the translations. I actually see some translations that have been made so far. However, the issue is sometimes we are kind of caught up in so many things, and then we dedicate a few hours to the translations part. But what I would like you to know is that despite of the fact that these translations are in the waiting section, it doesn't deter you from keeping on contributing. What I would suggest is that you keep on contributing, and there are some translations that also have to be rectified and made sure that the spellings are correct. They also represent the past translations that have been there, because we all know that we don't want Luganda to be integrated into WordPress and then reach ahead of ourselves when some translations are actually wrong. So we have to just be critical on all the translations that are being made. But thank you for all the translations you made. Right now, I can see there are about 78 translations that are in the waiting section, and this can be approved as soon as they match what has been maybe suggested over the time. But I really appreciate what you're doing, and this is what you're supposed to do. The translation process has taken us about 4 or 3 years now, and we still haven't put our guns down yet. We still want the translations to run, and contributors like you make a huge difference in WordPress. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Asa. And actually, on that same point, I know at WordCamp interview you'll be talking about this, as if there are some new resources and everything.
Exactly. a number of things that are being rolled out when it comes to the translations. And in WordCamp Entebbe, we are going to cover this whole thing of translating WordPress into Luganda. And when Luganda is done, we can still march on to another language. My dream and all our dreams as a community is to make sure that someone doesn't have to know Luganda to develop a website. We need everyone to develop a website in their own language. And that's our ultimate goal.
Okay, thank you very much. So members, thank you very much, Asa, for that discussion and for the sharing. Yeah, so members, I don't know if there's any other reaction or question. You can put up your hand and do that. Meanwhile, let me try to again share here something. So there's someone who talked about more about this platform and the various ways how it is done. So when you come to make WordPress, so if you go to WordPress, make.wordpress.org, and then you go to the part of training, which we have been focusing on today. You realize a few things here. They'll tell you about the WordPress platform, the current areas of focus. Then they also have content on GitHub. There's a lot of content on GitHub. GitHub posts the slides, what is really a lot of content there on GitHub, which is the content that is being developed by the Learn WordPress project. You can go and find it on GitHub, get the topic ideas and all that. And then you'll see they are talking about content areas of focus. At WordCamp Asia, they are saying they are going to focus. They are going to do training. Learn WordPress platform will feature in WordCamp Asia Contributor Day. And the ongoing projects are there, work in progress. One of the things I wanted to tell you is this slides plugin. The slides plugin is a product of the Learn WordPress project. The slides plugin can enable you to install and have slides created easily through the editor. So you can be able to check this plugin. It is under the plugin repository. It is a good one that can be used to create slides. And so you can have actually a post which is in form of a slide. So with this one, you no longer need to create slides outside WordPress. You can create slides within WordPress and within your presentations. It's one of the things that you are going to see there in this particular project. So this was just to react to what Mr. Sebuf was saying, that the interactivity is still lacking, and you will see about this slides plugin. I want people to go and try it out and see, especially those who have content. You can be able to see how you can utilize and create slides within the Gutenberg editor, and you can present them without necessarily using maybe PowerPoint or anything. It is very easy to use, and it is a product of this particular project. Okay, so then what as I was talking about WordCamp Entebbe, you can be able to go to the WordCamp Entebbe site, and you'll see the various sessions there, and the various speakers. And the session he was talking about is here on translations. Yeah, so there are very many sessions here. Those who don't know about WordCamp Entebbe. So this one here, ask about WordPress polygons are translations, and that's one way of contributing to WordPress. Okay, so you can look out for that session and also many other sessions. Okay, so at this time we are going to be concluding. I want any other questions, and then final announcements, and then we shall be concluding with our session. Let me give a chance to a few members here. Sebuf, you have another hand?
Yes, please. Yes, Rogers. I have a question. I would like to know if users can earn certifications or other recognition for completing courses and contributing on WordPress. And if not yet, are you aware, or is it possible, or are they planning, is the team planning to do it?
Users to do what?
Users to earn certification or other recognition for completing courses and contributing to the platform.
Hey, okay. Right. One thing I think Arthur has here a hand. He maybe has an answer. Yes, Arthur.
Okay. About that, I would like to inform you that WordPress is working. Okay, it's still a work in process, but they want to create a WordPress certification. Although that is still something that's been debating. It's being debated about. WordPress certification would mean a number of things, just like you can see that the other CMSs, for example, Shopify, they give certifications for experts or people who have gone through their courses, and then they are kind of accredited. So WordPress is kind of trying to do the same, but it's still in being debated about. It's a topic that's being kind of handled delicately because there are some ups and downs to it. But that might come in, although we don't know when. But for now, it's all about acquiring knowledge and skills.
Okay, thank you very much. So members, I had said that I'm going to be sharing, like updating members from this side of Ginger. We are having another WordCamp in the pipeline, but of course, this is really early planning stage. We need first, for now, synergize and go and make Entebbe happen. Then this one will also be there. But I just wanted to do the planning early. So we had WordCamp here last year in September, and it was a challenging one. There are some successes, and we also had some challenges here and there. And that was WordCamp Ginger 2022. Yeah, so this time we are planning also to, one of the main things I want to look at in this WordCamp will be, this time I want to see over 100 students, So we shall be reaching out to schools and see the students come because we want to push this thing. And we shall still talk about creating content for the Learn WordPress platform. But also we are involving the local communities of Gidigi, Ginger, and the Women Tech Makers. So we want to see, the first WordCamp, we had a lot of speakers coming outside Ginger. We had like one speaker only from within the local meetup. But we want to see more of these people here in this particular WordCamp. And I want to really appreciate that we are having the coordination as WordPress meetups within the various parts of the country. When we have virtual meetups, we join in. Kampala is also trying to plan, that's what I'm hearing, to plan a WordCamp. Masaka is pushing, Entebbe is pushing, so that at the end of the day, we have Uganda as a model in contributing to WordPress and pushing the WordPress project in various aspects. So this is tentatively a 4th and a 5th September, and this time it's going to be unusual. It's going to be actually a Monday and a Tuesday, not a weekend. So because I'll be targeting students, and also we are looking at going to the Civil Service College here in Ginger as well. So this is what we are looking at for WordCamp Ginger. I want to do something a bit different from last year, but at the same time, exciting still. Yeah, so that is what I wanted to highlight there. But after WordCamp Entebbe, that's when we shall open up the calls and all these things. call for speakers. Those ones will come after WordCamp interview is done. That's when we shall have some of those things later on. Yeah, so that is what I wanted to share. That's what I wanted to share for now. Okay, so okay, so I want to thank you very much. Unless if there is anyone, I want to thank you very much for having been here and joining this meetup. I don't know whether there are any people who have any questions from the local audience. Do you have any question or do you have any comments? So what we have been talking about has been mainly the WordPress project, and we have been saying that you people need to learn how to contribute and how to use it. If you're a programmer, if you are programming like in PHP, you can create a plugin and you contribute it. If you are good at teaching, you can prepare a tutorial or a lesson and you contribute. If you whatever you are, a designer, you can design a theme and contribute it. If you know language, you can translate. So all those things. Maybe let me get one comment from you. You can say something. Or you can ask any other question about WordPress from the guys, and maybe one person can respond. Okay, just a second. Let me pass mute here. You can go ahead and speak.
We expect a lot to be done under WordPress, but what I think of is that there is need to teach people more about WordPress to understand it better. That's when we shall be in a position to go ahead and do a lot under the contribution. But otherwise, without that one, it will be less. You get less contribution because a few people would know how to use it properly. So that's what I can just say.
Okay, thank you. This is Mawele.
Yes, my name is Mawele Juma, student of Makerere University, Junior Campus.
Okay. Any other person? Yes, don't remove the powers. You come.
Okay, good evening, everyone. This is Nelson. This is not my first time to attend a meetup. I'm part of the Ginger community, and we really appreciate this because every time we come, there is something new. Sometimes you may learn WordPress, but you may not know that maybe you can also play a part like that we have seen of contributing. When you have like a small skill you have learned, contributing to WordPress, I've also seen it is so better. Like today, we have just worked upon installing WordPress on one of our fellows who wanted to use WordPress. I think this is so amazing that as we continue to meet, we shall learn more. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, the rest you can say bye-bye. We're ending our meeting. Okay, so
maybe just before the closure, maybe. Hello?
yes, I think that is all. We are ending here. Is there any final comment?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Some few days I got a negative experience. I tried to submit a photo and I thought it met all the criteria, but after some time it was rejected. I don't know how you deal with this thing if someone wants to contribute photos.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, so my friend is bringing in the issue of photos. Mr. Dumba, have you contributed photos?
Yes, I have contributed photos. What I remember, the photos must be of good quality. There are certain dimensions they give you, the size of the photos, and they shouldn't be edited. So I don't know which photos were, what kind of photos they were, but they must be photos taken by your own either camera or phone, good phone.
Okay. So this is the platform for photos. So WordPress has very many ways of contributing. So you find several, and the photos are not necessarily about WordPress. They are open source photos. So you'll go to WordPress.org/photos, and then you can be able to add your photo. Click on submit your photo here, and then they'll tell you the guidelines are there, and the resolution, and then you can, these are the things you confirm. So personally, I contributed the word a photo. If you come here and you search for ginger in the WordPress photo repository, you'll find one photo here which I contributed. It was from the WordPress Ginger WordCamp last year. Is what I contributed. But of course, it's not just necessarily about WordPress. It can be any photo from nature, any photo which can be. Yes.
Yes, Roger. You go back to where you typed ginger.
Yes.
Ginger.
I type what? I say ginger.
Yeah. The first one there, I'm the one who contributed it. That one.
Okay. Okay.
It was
so this one, yeah, was contributed by this admin. So you can see. So it is open source. Yeah, WordPress has undertaken this to create a pool of good photos. So you could be a photographer and you contribute photos. And at the end of the day, when someone clicks on your profile, you'll be able to see a badge. You'll get a badge. So if I go to Mr. Dumba's WordPress contribution history, you see photo contributor. Here's the photo contributor badge. So, and your activity is there, translations, photos, and even whether you have spoken. You see that the photos Mr. Dumba has contributed to WordPress. So they ask you, what have you contributed to WordPress? What do you tell them? You should say, okay, I've contributed this and that. Okay, so members, I think we shall have contributor day still at WordCamp Ginger this year. Last year we never had it, and we can look at different ways to contribute. Okay, thank you very much everyone for joining in, and let me end the virtual session, and we'll continue with the physical discussion here at the Innovation Village. Bye-bye everyone.